Okay, this is the aquaponic greenhouse we're in. The tilapia and the goldfish behind us. I'm just making a video today on compost teas. We're coming into spring. It's middle of February. I'm getting ready to do my first spraying on all my fruit trees and berry bushes. Show some of the benefits of having the fish in the system as well. So their waste gets caught up in the swirl filter. I don't know if you can see it on the bottom there, but it's all piled up in the bottom. I collect it out of this standpipe here. I put it in that 5-gallon bucket. Probably a good thing you can't smell that. Whew. So there's all that fish waste, all that fish shit. What would be a waste product from these guys is now a resource. What doesn't get used to grow all of this will get added to some of this. I'll get the worms out first. That again is our food scraps. It's an apple, old squash, any old food scraps, dig right in there for you. So we use our chicken and duck straw left over from the cage. Mixed in with our food scraps, using the red wigglers. To create more surplus in the system rather than waste. Okay, today's video is compost tea. It's what we use to fertilize and help protect our trees by covering the bark and the leaves when there's leaves in the soil with a healthy bacteria to keep that unhealthy bacteria away. I'm not going to get too technical on it because I won't explain it simply and I'll confuse you. But here's basically what we do. I use my earthworm castings, red wigglers. We feed our food scraps from the kitchen to them. The larger scraps and the yard scraps we feed to the compost. That also goes to the red wigglers to continue composting it. I also add the waste from a swirl filter that is called in my aquaponics system. Where it goes into an NFT nutrient film technique here. It's just some old gutters. I've got strawberries in those. Tulsi basil, lettuces, parsley, strawberries, kale. Clumsy. Chards, strawberries. Anyways, back to the tea. So we take the red wiggler compost here. That's full of those red wiggler worms, eating our food scraps. You can see some of them in there, the nutshells and apple waste and lettuce waste. The chicken and duck bedding gets thrown in there as well. Gives us that fertile compost. We add that to the fish waste out of the swirl filter. I'll take this bag, this filter sack, get some of my earthworm compost over there. Put it in that water as well, using a bubbler with it. And overnight it'll get a frothy head on the top of it. That shows the healthy bacteria content in there, ready to be used as a compost tea. There it is. Balled up. I'll add molasses now. That molasses will feed those healthy bacteria. Combining the fish waste and the earthworm castings, the earthworm waste, put it in a bubbler with molasses. And that's where we get our compost tea to feed everything with.